Welcome back to Dave's Data channel on Twitch, and also welcome back to Dave's Caribou Data Science channel on YouTube. You're 15 minutes away from your week-ending COVID-19 analysis reports for the countries listed above. So I'll see you back over here at 5:30. Okay, welcome back to Dave's Data Annex channel. It's the afternoon, evening of Friday, June the 24th, and we're going to begin with our reports today. And if you are in Brazil and you're watching this video on YouTube today, I'd appreciate if you click on that share button today. Share this video on your Facebook and Instagram, Facebook and Twitter accounts. Okay, such as far off the numbers here for Portugal, for Brazil. I can't speak today. Brazil. Okay, for Brazil, you can see the previous 365 days. You've had 13.65 million cases, 162,490 deaths. You can see that that the 2022 COVID-19 cases have already passed 2020's total COVID-19 cases. The good news is for Brazil is that the 2022 COVID-19 deaths are still lagging behind the total for 2021. You take a look at the 7-day moving average. You can see as of June the 20th, Brazil is averaging 60,144 cases per day and 174.7 deaths per day. You can see they did have this increasing pattern right back over here, okay, which isn't good for cases. But the deaths are still remaining fairly low. They're under 1,500 for the week, per week. And you can see that unfortunately June's cases are going to be the fourth most out of the previous 6 months. Deaths are remaining fairly low here. You can see a nice declining pattern here. 3 or 4 months in a row now, you're going to see a decline in COVID-19 deaths in Brazil. That's one report down. Okay, let's keep these reports moving right along here. Let's move on to Spain. So welcome back, Spain, to your Caribou Data Science channel. If you are watching this video on YouTube today, I'd appreciate it if you folks in Spain would click on that share button. Share the video on Facebook and Twitter today, all right? So let's fire up these numbers here for Spain. Okay, if you're on this list and you're a real person, I need you to step up to the plate, step up to the chat session, and say hi, okay? I need your help. Okay, take a look at Spain for the previous 365 days. Spain is at 8.84 million cases, 27,035 deaths. You can see that the cases for the year have already passed 2021's total cases. And unfortunately, Spain's deaths for the 2022 have already passed the total for 2021. If you can look over, you can see over here as of June the 18th, Spain was averaging 14,072 cases per day. And as of June 18th, they were averaging 52.1 deaths per day. Again, the nice low numbers, a declining trend through part of this monthly period here. Cases under 125,000 per week. There's an overall downward trend to Spain's COVID-19 deaths. Okay, the consistent volatility could have something to do with the reporting cycle. I'm not quite sure, but overall, we are seeing a declining pattern of COVID-19 deaths in Spain. Look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could wind up be that these COVID-19 deaths for June could wind up being the lowest number of deaths of any month out of the previous 6 months. COVID-19 cases out of the previous 6 months. Look at this: one, 2, 3, 4, 4 months in a row. Now we're going to see a decline in COVID-19 deaths in Spain. This number here is actually going to be the lowest number of COVID-19 deaths. June's going to be the lowest number of COVID-19 deaths in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 months. Okay, so that's fantastic news because ultimately deaths don't really matter. Okay, let's just come over here, update this one here. Oh. And again, in Spain, if you are watching this video on YouTube today, I'd appreciate if you click on that share button. Share this video today on your Facebook and your Twitter accounts, okay? Okay, let's keep this moving along here. And so we say, welcome back, India, to your Caribou Data Science channel. And if you are in India, if you are watching this on YouTube today, I'd appreciate if you would stop, click on that share button. Share this video today on your Facebook and Twitter accounts, okay? So for the previous 365 days, India's had 13.3 million cases, 132,973 deaths. You can see that India's cases for 2022 have already passed 2021's total COVID-19 cases. But the good news is for India is that your COVID-19 deaths for 2022 is still lagging behind 2021's total COVID-19 deaths. And we can look over here, you can see that as of June the 20th, you were averaging 13,102 cases per day, but only 19.5 deaths per day, okay? But you can still see how crazy low the COVID-19 cases are on a weekly basis, even with this little hiccup here. And even deaths for the last, 6, 8 weeks have been very, very low in India. So that's very good news. Okay, well, unfortunately, the bad news is that June is going to be a little higher than the previous 3 months. But the good news is June is still going to be lower than all these months back over here. Okay. Okay. Deaths, 1, 2, 3. June's going to be the 4th month in a row where we see a decline in COVID-19 deaths. And it's going to be the lowest number of COVID-19 deaths for a single month out of the previous 12 months. Okay. So that is fantastic news, my friends in India, okay? And of course, India, before I let you go, if you're watching on YouTube today, I'd appreciate if you click on that share button. Share this video today with your friends and family on Facebook and Twitter, okay? Keep this thing moving along here. We say, welcome back, Israel, to your Caribou Data Science channel. And if Israel, if you are watching this on YouTube today, I'd appreciate it if you click on that share button. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter today, okay? So for the previous 365 days, Israel's had 3.43 million cases, 4,486 deaths. And you can see that Israel's cases for 2022 is just blowing right by the total number of cases for 2021 for COVID-19. Even unfortunately, their deaths for 2022 have already passed the total number of deaths for 2021. We come down here, you can see we have this increase right here. Okay, and as of June the 20th, Israel is averaging 4,000 or 9,460 cases per day, and 4.14 deaths per day. And so this number here is 100,000. So these numbers here are still, even if we have a slight increase here, these numbers are still pretty low. These numbers are still pretty low for weekly cases, weekly deaths. Little volatility, but overall, we can look over here and pretty much the deaths for the weeks, it's all the way back over to here, was about 50 to 75 per week on average. Okay, June's going to be the highest number of cases and well, the second highest number of cases in 6 months, I guess. Third highest, 6 months. Deaths, fourth month in a row, we're going to see a decline in COVID-19 deaths. In fifth month in a row, we're going to see a decline. The sixth month in a row, we're going to see a decline. The fourth month in a row, we're going to see a decline in COVID-19 deaths in Israel. So that concludes your report for today, Israel. And if you find this report helpful today, I'd appreciate if you click on that share button for me. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter. All right, let's keep this wagon moving along here. Portugal. And so we say, welcome back, Portugal, to your Caribou Data Science channel. This is the afternoon of, what is the afternoon of? That's right, it's the afternoon of Friday, June the 24th, 2022. And Portugal, if you are watching this video on YouTube today, I'd appreciate if you click on that share button. Share this video with your friends and family on Facebook and Twitter today, all right? And you can see Portugal for the previous 365 days, you've had 4.21 million cases, 6,918 deaths. You can see that your 2022 cases are just, January, February killed your numbers. Let's be honest about that, okay? Unfortunately, deaths have also well past the 2022 total deaths. Now, if you look down here, we can see the problem. This big increase over here, okay, in April, May, a dip, and now we're back up to an average of 14,804 cases per day for Portugal. And what about average number of deaths per day? Well, as of June the 20th, Portugal was averaging 35.5 deaths per day, COVID-19 deaths. You can see the problem right here, okay? Look where they came from since last year, and look where they are over here now, okay? And deaths, of course, are also showing a continuing increase. We can see monthly cases are not looking very good. And monthly deaths are looking even worse, okay? 2 straight months where we see a decline in deaths in Portugal, okay? So that concludes your report for today, Portugal. Just a quick reminder: if you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to click on that share button for me today. Share the video on Facebook and Twitter with your friends and family. Okay. So that leaves us with Sweden and Portugal to go, or Sweden and the U.S. to go. Okay, we say welcome back, Sweden, to your Caribou Data Science channel. This is the afternoon of Friday, June the 24th, 2022. And it's time for your thrice weekly COVID-19 analysis. Let's get the show on the road, Sweden. In Sweden, I have one favor to ask you folks today. If you are watching this on YouTube today, I'd appreciate it if you click on that share button and share this video on your Facebook and Twitter accounts today, okay? You can see Sweden for the previous 365 days have had 1.4 million cases, 4,481 deaths. You can see that their cases for 2022, COVID-19 cases for 2022, are as well past 2021 total cases. Deaths have also for 2022 have also passed the total number of deaths for 2021. But the good news is the numbers are actually looking pretty low. For June the 20th, Sweden was averaging 415.5 cases per day and 2.57 deaths per day on average. So you can see how crazy low their cases are here. And this nice long declining pattern for COVID-19 deaths in Sweden also. Monthly cases, we can see these last few months have been pretty doggone crazy low, okay, for cases. And deaths are now 1, 2, 3, 4. June's going to be the 4th month in a row we see a decline in COVID-19 deaths in Sweden. Okay, so that concludes the report for Sweden for today. Okay, we say welcome back, America, to your Caribou Data Science channel. This is the afternoon, the evening of Friday, June the 24th, 2022. And America, before we get started here, I have one favor to ask. If you are watching this on YouTube today, I'd appreciate if you click on that share button. Share the video today on with your friends and your family on Facebook and Twitter, okay? Let's get this final report done for the day done. You can see for the, excuse me, for the previous 365 days, America's had 53.07 million cases, 415,479 deaths. You can see, cases for 2022 have already passed 2021's cases. Good news is that 2022 deaths is lagging behind 2021's deaths so far. Take a peek down here. You can see that as of June the 20th, America was averaging 99,313 cases per day. Okay, deaths. Why there's a gap there, I don't know. June the 20th, 329.7 deaths per day on average. These numbers here will be under a million, so we had a nice law here, but it does appear that maybe numbers are starting to decline a little bit over here, okay, for cases. Deaths have an overall downward trend, kind of bottom out, but overall there's a downward trend in COVID-19 deaths in America. And you can see June, of which is going to be certainly going to be the second highest numbers for cases of the previous 5 or 6 months. Deaths, we've seen a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So June's going to be the fifth month in a row. This is the fantastic news. The fifth month in a row, we see a decline in COVID-19 deaths in America. Okay, so that does conclude the reports for today. Okay, so this does conclude our YouTube video for today.